Hello everyone, welcome to Body Empowerment. Today is Monday, May 6, 2013, which is International No Diet Day. So I want to talk about the word diet. Diet can be either a noun or a verb. I pulled it up on my phone. Google says that as a noun, diet is 1, the kinds of food that a person, animal, or community habitually eats, or 2, a legislative assembly in certain countries. As a verb, diet is to restrict oneself to small amounts or special kinds of food in order to lose weight. So I think that's a really important distinction. Diet is a noun versus diet is a verb. And International No Diet Day is obviously looking out for us to reconsider the diet as a verb, when we specifically change our eating behavior to lose weight. That can be detrimental to our health. It does not allow us to fully embrace and listen to our body and eat intuitively and eat for our bodies. Now, that said, diet as a noun can be an important thing. For some people, their diet includes not eating foods that could kill them, right? Like an allergy or something, or maybe it's a political stance. For example, I'm a vegetarian, a decision I made many years ago based on political and spiritual feelings and beliefs. And then, about 4 or 5 years into being a vegetarian, my body told me it wanted more protein and I started eating fish again. So my diet as a noun includes being a vegetarian who eats fish. But I do not diet as a verb. And I know I've talked a lot on here, obviously. This whole series came out of my sharing my recovery story from having had a 10-year-long eating disorder, and now I've been recovered for 8 years. But throughout my life, the only dieting I ever did was the dieting that led to my having an eating disorder. And I did dieting throughout having the eating disorder, right? I tried all these different diets, but since I've been recovered, I just don't engage with diet as a verb. The other thing that happens on International No Diet Day is a call to support health at any size and for us to love ourselves and accept our bodies as they are. And so I hope that we can take this day to reflect. If we ever diet as a verb, why do we do that? Why do we as a society get sucked in and wrapped into the multi-billion-dollar business that is diet as a verb versus really embracing diet as a noun, right? How are we eating to fuel ourselves? Are we eating intuitively? Are we listening to our body? When it tells us it wants a banana, we listen and we eat a banana. And when it tells us it wants a cookie, we listen and we eat a cookie. Are we part of a community that can only eat certain crops and therefore we're embracing those crops? Or are we part of a community where we are limited to the types of crops and foods we can eat? And that diet as a noun isn't the best thing for our bodies, right? Let's think about those things. Noun, verb, diet. What does that word mean? And let us all today and every day have a call to action to go against that multi-billion-dollar industry that is telling us to diet as a verb. Because that is not very loving. That is telling us that we are not good as we are. That is telling us to feel shame, to doubt ourselves, and none of that leads to self-love. So let us overcome that diet as a verb and instead use today and hopefully every day to love ourselves, to feel strong about ourselves, and to be, to just be as a verb. How about that? Thank you so much for tuning in to today's Body Empowerment episode. Please subscribe to my channel and check out our next episode in 2 weeks on Monday, May 20th. I will see you then. And in the meantime, check out past episodes and have a beautiful day. Happy International No Diet Day.